What's up guys, name is Ray and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. And now today we want to do the adjustments for the support tier list. So you guys know I got a DPS and a support tier list for patch 1.1. So once in a while I will update these tier lists, not every update, but yeah, if time goes by, I want to improve this tier list. I want to upgrade every character on the tier list, so we are still starting to do this. So I do the tier list with my friends. I talked to a bunch of people making this tier list, and yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. You might disagree with some points, but these I even do disagree with some points, because this tier list is not based on my personal opinion. My opinion does flow in the tier list, but not for 100%. Yeah, so you may want to check out the DPS tier list. I did a video on that one, and of course I want to add the new units first. First thing I want to do is I want to put Zhao out of the tier list, because we currently do not know how they want to change him and when he will be released. So I will put him back in the tier list as soon as we know that he will come out, or as soon as he is out. First character that I want to add is the Traveler. So in the last tier list I didn't do a update, so this is the tier list I did in a while ago, and big change on this is I didn't take a look at the Geo Traveler, so I did only put in the Anemo character Traveler. So this is the Anemo, the male, and the female will be the Geo character, which you want to add into the tier list right now. So the Geo character we want to put up here. We don't think next thing is, of course, every character on the tier list is Constellation 0 except for the two Travelers. So Geo and Anemo is Constellation 6, because you will get them free to play as soon as you're progressing through the story, as long as you just play the game, of course. And all the other characters are Constellation 0. So yeah, we want to put the Geo character over there. We don't think that he is too strong as a supportive character currently. It may change when Zhao comes out, because I do think he will have a lot of impact for the Geo element. But for now we want to keep him in the C tier. Big change I want to make. So back in the day we put Bennett in the C tier, but we now want to move him up over here. I do think Bennett is one, if not the best supporter in the game. He's so good. He does provide attack buff, he can heal, so he does have the fire element, which makes him automatically better. So much utility for this unit. Noelle, we want to move her at least up in the C tier, because he has the chance to heal. So these are like the bad supporters, and these units are actually units that aren't that good as supporters. So Razor wouldn't want to move down. He is a raw DPS character, same for the Luke, so these aren't supportive characters. Actually, the Luke can apply the pyro effect on the enemy, but even that, I don't think that you ever want to build the Luke on a supportive build, and that's the reason why we don't think that the Luke deserves a higher spot as a supportive unit. Change that we want to do is we want to put Beidou here, because actually you can use her shield, her ultimate, to build her as a supportive character, and this shield takes over to other characters, but it is like not the most effective way in that character, because all the other Electro characters can apply this effect even better. Klee, or let's say the B tier. The big adjustment that we want to do is we want to put in Chinkyu in the A tier for now. I don't know if we want to move her up in the S tier in the future at Constellation 0. No, him, that is a guy, sorry, I know that Chinkyu is a guy. So I don't know if we want to put him up in the S tier in the future, but it may happen. We want to build her out, so currently we have just a few people who played with Chinkyu, but we do definitely need some testings on her to definitely make a decision. But for now we want to at least move her out from the lower tiers into one of the upper tiers. Lisa, definitely the top spot of the B tier. I do think that she is not a too horrible unit. So if you don't have any electro options, so let's say you don't have Fischl and Kaching, by the way, Fischl will be free to play with the current event, so I don't think you will have any troubles, but Lisa is alright as an option. Amber goes over here and Klee goes over here. So I forgot to, of course, add the other characters now. Childe, I want to give him the B tier. So this was a lot of discussion because Childe is a very weird character, a very unique character. Because of his stance changes. So the problem on him is he can trigger the Vaporize effect, but not for too long. And the Riptide effect is only for himself. So Childe is actually a very selfish character when it comes to his kid. So if you want to play him, you have to build around his kid. And there was a lot of debate. So there were people who want to put him in the C tier, one in the B tier, and one in the A tier. After this, we came to the conclusion, of course, to put him into the A tier, B tier, of course. A tier was way too high. It was my but because I did thought the process, you want to ult with him and do a lot of bursts. After this you can vaporize, but then there was the mistake that he won't trigger the vaporize as long as Shinkyu can do, or as Mona can do. So he is not up there with these two guys when it comes to supportive aspects. So sometimes it be like that, and now I definitely do agree that he is a B tier character. Thinking a bit more of it, I may consider to put him in the C tier in the future, but therefore I have to do a lot of testings, which I want to do anyways. Diana, we want to put her up in the S tier, which I want to explain later. Before we go into the S tier, let's talk about the A tier row. A tier, so definitely the Anemo characters are at the top tier of the support. Actually, I don't really agree putting the Traveler in this spot, so this is my personal opinion, because I do think still Sucrose at Constellation 1 is way better than the Traveler, but giving Sucrose just one constellation does allow him to use his E ability 2 times. So if you are able to have one constellation of Sucrose, I personally would put him up here because I do think he is that good. People are saying he is a mini Venti, which he actually is, but he can do a lot of damage if you build him right. But for now, at 0 constellation, I don't think he is too impressive. That's the reason I want to put him in the top spot. Changyan, a very good unit as a support, so he easily can apply the cryo element. So you can do melt, you can do superconduct, you can do freeze, you can do whatever you want building Changyan, giving him energy recharge, different builds. Definitely I can see him in a very good spot here. Keqing, honestly I don't really know if she does fit as a supporter role, but she easily can affect or she easily can trigger the electro effect. So this has to give us some more testing because we don't have too much people using Keqing as a support or in supportive aspects or utility aspects. That's the reason why we want to keep her in the A spot for now, but it is a bit unsure. Rest of this is Mona is not here. Mona goes up in the S here, which I can't tell you right now. But the rest I think is alright. We still want to keep Chinkyu in this spot because currently we are a bit unsure. Nobody really built it out. Kaya is alright. He's actually jangling as a ice character, so their ultimates are doing basically the same. So when it comes to me, I can see Chinkyu actually here. Above Keqing definitely, but because we're too unsure, we didn't build out a 0 constellation Chinkyu. He will be here for now, and that's where we want to leave him. Let's go into the S tier. S tier. First adjustment is we want to move Jean down because I don't think Jean can compete against these units anymore. Out of these units, I did use Jean and I did use Fischl quite a lot. I'm currently building out the Bennett, but it will take a while when he is out because I think most of the people from us are currently working on Childe, and that's the reason why. Yeah, Jean is like a very good unit. She can do literally anything. She can do a lot of different things, but I don't think that she can keep up with all these characters. She's like not too unique. She is a good character, don't get me wrong. She can heal, she does do a lot of damage, she can replace the enemies. But what I do miss on her is something unique, something that gives the team something that nobody other can do. Because if you don't use Jean, if you want to use Jean as a healer, you can use any other healer too. And if you want to use her as a DPS character, she is a one-handed sword unit. I think that's the way that is at least right. But then you can use like a Ching. Of course, if you don't have her, you cannot use her. But like getting through my thought process, that's how I want to explain the reason why I put her in the upper A tiers. She may come back into the S tier on a later date, but not for now. Now, talking about S and SS tier, so this was one of the hardest decisions ever. So talking about the 2 tiers above, because personally, I do think there is the possibility to put like all of these characters here, and like at least these characters can also be put up here. But there has to be a line that differs SS from S tier. So SS tier are like units that are very unique, that are way stronger. So we don't only look at that are units that can do something that others can't do, but like how easily are they can they be used at 0 constellation, and how strong they are as utility providers or as healers. And that leads us to the fact to give Mona this. She does do a lot of damage, she gives a lot of utility, and she does apply Vaporize effect very easily. Thing on that is Fischl. There was not too much discussion for Fischl, but personally, when it just goes to me, I do think Fischl is actually an SS tier character because she's so unique. She's the only character in the game that can deal her whole damage without being on the field. So I do think Fischl definitely is the best 4-star character in the game. But talking about all the other opinions, she has to be in the S tier for now. So I may want to get her up in a later date into the SS tier, but for now I want to really keep her here. Diana, the new character, there was also a discussion to put her up here at Constellation 6. Definitely I would agree. Constellation 6 Diana is a SS tier, God tier supporter. But at Constellation 0, we currently have to work on her. We have to try different things out, and that's the reason why we want to put her here for now. We definitely do think she is a very nice supportive character, but for now we want to leave her here. Bennett, I did talk before, very strong, very solid character. He can buff your whole team. He has the fire element and he can heal, which is a very good unit. At Constellation 1, I think I would put him also up in the S tier. But Constellation 0, I want to stick with the S tier. Barbara, why is she a SS tier support? She's so easy to use. You don't really have to build out your Barbara to make her use. You only have to press E, you only have to press your ultimate to heal all of your characters. And I think she does carry you very easily through Spiral Abyss without building her. I only have a Barbara at level 40 with like only +0 artifacts with a Maiden, I think, energy recharge set. And she does heal for quite a good amount. And that's the reason why I think she does belong in the SS tier. Barbara is a so good unit. Personally, I do think she's boring, to be honest. But she's like too good not to be used. So everyone has a Barbara that you can use for especially Spiral Abyss. And Spiral Abyss is the hardest content in the game. And that's the reason why I do think she does belong into the SS tier, or we do think that. We didn't make any changes for top 1 and top 2. I do think Venti is the best unit in the game. That's my personal opinion. He is the only unit that is unbalanced in my opinion. I think every other 5-star, every other 4-star character is balanced in a way, but not for Venti. Venti is like way too strong of a unit. He is way too broken, and that's the reason. His ultimate, only his ultimate, is the strongest ability in the game. It does make Spiral Abyss, it does make all the dungeons, it does make everything easier for you. Chi-Chi can apply cryo damage very easily. She does have a very solid, very nice, or the strongest, one of the strongest heals in the game, if not the strongest. So basically that's the reason why Diana, she is like a Chi-Chi, a bit like Chi-Chi, but that's the reason why we want to test her out a bit. And then we want to do some new adjustments in 3 weeks when Zhongli is coming out, and there will be some changes made in this tier list. But for now, we want to leave it by that. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys do so, subscribe to my channel for more Genshin Impact content. And I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more Genshin Impact content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out, and I thank you for your support.